Let's talk about strawberries, the sweet, juicy gems of the garden that everyone dreams of harvesting by the handful. You planted them with high hopes, picturing sun-warmed berries bursting with flavor, ready to be picked and enjoyed straight from the vine. But then reality hits. You spot holes in your fruit, or sometimes the berries simply vanish overnight, leaving only empty stems behind. It's frustrating when your hard work seems to feed every creature except your own family, and your dreams of a strawberry feast start to fade. But here's the thing, you're not alone. Every gardener, no matter their experience, faces this same challenge at some point. Growing strawberries is a real battle because every critter in the neighborhood loves them just as much as we do. Your patch becomes an irresistible all-you-can-eat buffet for bugs, birds, slugs, and even the occasional squirrel or rabbit. Don't blame yourself. Nature simply noticed your delicious crop and decided to join the party. The key is to identify your uninvited guests and set some ground rules to protect your harvest. Remember, you've created a thriving mini ecosystem, and it's only natural for wildlife to be interested in what you're growing. Our goal isn't to fight against nature, but to find a balance, protecting our harvest while respecting the creatures that share our space. With a few clever tricks, some patience, and careful observation, you can tip the odds in your favor and enjoy more berries for yourself. First, become a garden detective. Look for clues like holes, slime trails, missing seeds, or nibbled leaves. Each sign points to a different culprit, whether it's birds, slugs, insects, or furry visitors. Once you know what's eating your strawberries, you can take targeted action to protect your plants. No need for fancy chemicals, just a little garden wisdom, some natural deterrents, and a bit of creativity. Let's figure this out together. With the right approach, you can absolutely do this and enjoy a bountiful harvest. Ready to reclaim your berries and savor the fruits of your labor? Let's get started and make your strawberry dreams a reality. Here in Zone 9A, especially along the Gulf Coast, our warm, humid climate is perfect for growing strawberries, but it's also a paradise for pests. The lushness that makes our garden so productive also creates an open invitation for unwanted visitors. The same heat and moisture that help berries thrive also invite slugs, snails, and fungal diseases. These pests are drawn to the dampness, and once they arrive, they can multiply quickly, making it tough to keep them under control. Damp air and soil mean pests are active longer, and fruit is more vulnerable to rot. The constant humidity keeps the ground moist, which is exactly what slugs and snails love, and it also encourages mold and mildew to grow on your berries. In drier places, these problems come and go with the weather, but here, it's a constant challenge. Our climate means we have to be vigilant all season long, not just after a rainstorm. The skin of the berry softens in humidity, making it easy for insects and diseases to attack. Even a small wound can quickly turn into a bigger problem, as pests and rot take hold faster in these conditions. That's why we need to be strategic. Focus on airflow and keeping things dry. Pruning leaves, spacing plants, and raising beds all help reduce moisture and discourage pests from settling in. Remember, it's not just the pest, but the environment that matters. By changing the conditions in your garden, you make it less attractive to invaders and more supportive for your strawberries. The good news? We can work with our climate. With a few smart adjustments, you can turn challenges into opportunities and help your strawberries thrive, even in the stickiest weather. Improve air circulation, lift berries off damp ground, and you'll see fewer problems. Mulching with straw or using raised beds keeps fruit dry and out of reach of crawling pests. Simple changes make your patch less welcoming to pests and friendlier to fruit. A little extra effort goes a long way toward a healthier, more productive garden. Understand your climate, and you'll outsmart the invaders. Pay attention to weather patterns and adjust your care routine as needed to stay ahead of problems. Let's use our environment to our advantage. With the right techniques, you can protect your strawberries and enjoy a bountiful harvest, even in humid conditions. Your strawberries will thank you with sweet, juicy fruit and a garden that's bursting with life. Have you noticed round holes and shiny slime trails on your strawberries or other berries in the garden? These are classic signs of a common garden pest, Slugs and snails are most likely the culprits behind this kind of damage, especially if you spot them nearby. These pests are most active at night or during damp, rainy days. By day, they hide away under leaves, mulch, or any cool, moist spot they can find to avoid the sun. The simplest and most effective fix is to head out after dark with a flashlight and handpick them off your plants. It's surprisingly effective. Drop any slugs or snails you collect into a bucket of soapy water to dispose of them. Repeat this process for several nights in a row to really cut down their numbers. To make your berry patch less inviting, surround your plants with barriers like crushed eggshells, food-grade diatomaceous earth, or coarse sand. These materials irritate and deter slugs and snails, but remember to reapply them after it rains. Pull mulch back from the bases of your plants to help dry out the soil surface, making it less attractive for these moisture-loving pests. You can also set simple traps, like an upturned melon rind or a wooden board overnight. In the morning, check underneath and remove any slugs or snails you find hiding there. Using these non-toxic tricks and staying vigilant will help keep slugs and snails at bay, protecting your precious berries from harm. Remember, consistency is key. Regular checks and maintenance are essential for a healthy, slug-free strawberry patch all season long. Ants in your strawberry patch? A few are harmless, but a swarm means trouble. Often, ants are after honeydew from aphids, not your berries. Check for aphids on leaf undersides. If you find them, spray with water to knock them off. Remove aphids, and ants will lose interest. If ants are damaging fruit, use bait stations near their trails, away from your plants. Avoid spraying insecticides on berries. Solve the root problem, and the ants will move on. Simple, targeted actions work best. Watch for signs, act early, and your strawberries will be safe. Sometimes solving one pest problem solves another. Birds are garden helpers until they spot your ripening strawberries. They peck at fruit, leaving V-shaped marks and half-eaten berries. The best defense? Bird netting over a frame to keep them out. Secure netting to the ground so birds can't sneak underneath. For a low-tech option, hang shiny objects or pinwheels to scare them. Move them often so birds don't catch on. Harvest berries as soon as they're fully colored but still firm. Don't wait for perfect ripeness. Berries will finish sweetening indoors. Daily picking keeps you ahead of the birds. A little prevention means more berries for you. Stay vigilant and enjoy your harvest. Missing berries or hollowed-out shells in your garden? Rodents like mice, voles, or squirrels may be the ones to blame. Raised beds lined with sturdy hardware cloth stop tunneling pests from getting in. For climbers, a cage of chicken wire over your patch is most effective and reliable. Keep the area around your garden tidy. Rodents absolutely love hiding in tall grass and weeds. Remove fallen or overripe fruit promptly to avoid attracting them. Harvest daily to deny rodents a steady and tempting food source. If the buffet is closed, they'll simply move on elsewhere. Your regular presence is a surprisingly strong deterrent. A little effort keeps furry thieves away for good. Protect your patch and enjoy even more delicious fruit. In our humid climate, fungal rot like gray mold can ruin strawberries overnight. Prevent it by keeping berries off damp soil. Use straw mulch or plastic supports. Good air circulation is crucial. Don't crowd plants and prune old leaves to open up the patch. Pick and discard any rotting fruit or dead leaves immediately. Don't compost them. Cleanliness reduces fungal spores and protects healthy berries. Space plants properly so air can dry leaves and fruit after rain or dew. Consistent small actions make a big difference. A clean, dry patch is your best defense. Stay ahead of rot, and your harvest will thrive. If you like these videos and want to help us grow, please like and subscribe. Happy gardening!